cards just to see what other energies we can pick up for this day. Okay, I hope I'm something high vibrational, even though it's a rainy, cozy day, right? Let's get some good news here, please. Energy. Yes, thank you. Energy. Let's pair it with the tarot card. Give it a good roll. Looking out at nature is so beautiful, even though it's rainy. I'll say energy. The Page of Wands, she made an appearance in my first read today. Page of Wands. She's high energy, high vibrational, useful, energetic, with high expectations of the day. Adventurous, willing to go and find whatever fun, whatever her curiosity leads her, actually. She doesn't even care where she ends up. Or he. What else? Eight of Cups. She's free because she walked away. She left things behind that no longer serve her. I'm thinking of like maybe toxic programming, you know. Sometimes it's very difficult and challenging to find something to watch, a movie that doesn't bring you down or make you have your guard up and fear the worst. The news, of course, or just any kind of anything that you intake. Sometimes your day is full of harsh energies. So Page of Wands has let go of that. She's not taking that in. She's just going for whatever makes her feel good. High vibrational energy. Taking me back to that first card, energy. And moving to calmer waters. Six of Swords. To peace. Yeah, adventure, fun, but also her soul is calm and peaceful and at ease. Her energy is at ease. Beautiful. Thank you. Okay, how about another? Let's go. Anything else? Any other messages at all? Thank you for giving you what I asked for initially. How about something else? What's this? Unknown path. Uncharted journey. Accept uncertainty and welcome unexpected adventures with courage. That's just like the Page of Wands. Somebody is going on some kind of journey. I'm not even going to say vacation, because you know what? Sometimes you plan a vacation, you go on a vacation. It can be miserable or it can be fun. But what I'm talking about is sometimes you plan one, you go, and it's not what it was all cracked up to be. Sometimes the impromptu adventures are much more thrilling. You learn more. I guess I'm feeling it this week because I did a weekly that was about not adhering to schedules and plans and just kind of going with the rhythm of life. So I guess I'm on that vibe. And maybe you are too, collected, hopefully. But yeah, unknown path. That's like the Page of Wands too, because it's like childlike innocence, not knowing what's next. I remember one time I was in New York and I was just walking along, and somebody stopped me, and he was like, you know, I just had to say something to you. Yeah, of course, pick up, right? But no, he said, I've never seen anyone who was just happily walking along and didn't care where they were going. You could see it in your eyes. You just didn't care. You were just happy. Most people, they have a focus, or they have somewhere that you basically just are taking in your environment, and just, you know, I just wanted to see who is this person, and we ended up being good friends. But he saw that in me. And I thought, wow, that is me. But I never thought of myself as whimsical or frolicky. When I'm at my best, that's me. When I'm not so serious and focused or concerned, my best, most high vibrational self is very childlike. It's very frolicky. It's very, world, show me what you have. And I'm ready for it. I'm not afraid. So I like that part. And I don't want that to ever change, even when I'm 100 years old. I want to still be that way. So what do we get for that card? Probably Page of Wands again. Oh, Knight of Cups, of course. Doing something that you love. He's also going toward, this is an action card. He's moving. So with love, doing what he loves, taking love to others. So hopefully if you're high vibrational and you're not afraid of the world, you're setting out, but it's to spread love, high vibration. When he saw me that day, he didn't go away thinking, well, you didn't care what you were doing. You were just out here ready to hurt somebody. No, he felt like, I want some of that love. I want some of that joy. Where did you find it? Where's the bottle of it? I want in. And that's what you should be doing. That's how you spread light. Wow, we lost touch, but I remember that person it was like that from day one till we lost touch with each other. I, had a family and with work, career, that kind of thing, and it's like just parted ways. But I remember the whole time we knew each other, that was one thing he never got tired of, like my perspective, or he just never knew anyone like that. Everybody he knew was very serious, and he had a lot of people in his world. The kind of person that was surrounded by people that told him how wonderful he was, because he had came from an affluent family. So where he's from, it's like everybody respects him and his family. So he didn't really, get, I think, authenticity. That's the word I'm trying to find. Kind of like if you have a boss or CEO and everybody at the office is afraid to be them real selves around that him or her, and then refreshingly comes across somebody at a meeting that just tells them like it is, or tells her like it is, without fear, without hesitation, lovingly, but just being honest. What else? Knight of Cups. Oh, how beautiful the world. Spreading your love around the world. This Knight of Cups in the world. Look at him. Completely going out into the world with that cup of love. That's what I'm talking about. Nothing feels better. Nothing feels better than putting a smile on someone's face that you don't even know. You have no idea how many times people will say, if you give that love, Of course, with discernment, use your antenna, use your guidance, but a lady could have been having a rough week. She could be having rough relationships, and then you just stop and talk in the middle of Fifth Avenue or wherever you are, and just talk. And you're like, wow, thank you. I needed that energy. I haven't gotten that energy in months or years maybe. You just never know what people are going through. That's what I was just saying. Three of Swords, heartache. Sometimes people are in pain. Unfortunately, a lot of people are in pain. Whether it's self-induced, meaning they're caught up in a cycle and they don't know how to get out of it, we still have mercy. Nobody's perfect. Nobody has this figured out completely. And we're all on different journeys, but that doesn't mean we don't try to offer them love and compassion. It's again using discernment. I'm not talking about people where they are harmful, they're showing that God needs to be the one to step in for some people. I'm sorry, that's the way it is. I'm not getting involved. If they seem to be in a space where the darkness is taken over, then my Father will handle it. You know, I'm talking about people where you know they are approachable, they've not harmed you, they're not harming others. They're obviously just like maybe just, you know, not smiling or something when you pass them. So, or your energy tells you. I guess if you're empathic, you know what I mean. You can feel when someone is. Sometimes you can read you without being, what do you call it? Without doing it on purpose. You just can pick up on a soul in need of some love. Oh, Ace of Cups. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Beautiful. Needing some love. The divinity that is flowing through all of us, meant for us to not just keep to ourselves. This cup just contain? No. It's water, love is overflowing to be shared with others. So, yeah, I'm glad this reading was more high vibrational. I think we needed that. I know I did. So, I'll be back with another one. Thanks for being here and love you all.